Hello. It's our pleasure to introduce you the work on mining fork including software development traces. The work was done by Reinhartz-Berger and Amir Toma and presented in K's 2022 forum. In collaborative software development environments, forks refer to splits from the main branch of development. The split can be for opening new lines of development deviating from the forked projects. These result in independently developed forks. Alternatively, the split can be done for continuing the development line of the forked project with the aim of merging the contribution back to the forked projects. These are called contributing forks. The goal of the work is to explore characteristics of fork involving traces for better understanding collaboration and reuse considerations in software development. In particular, there are 3 research questions that led this work. The first one is, what are the main types of events in open software development environments that support collaborative work? The second one examines which types of events lead to the creation of different types of forks in given projects. The last research question explores how forking of different types influences the involvement of the users in the forked projects after the forking occurred. To address the first research question, we suggest categorizing development events along 2 dimensions. The first one refers to the involved elements and includes the repository or the project itself, its commits, its issues and its pull requests. The second dimension refers to the event nature and distinguishes between action and observation operations. The watching operation, for example, in which a user watches a repository, is categorized as a repository-related observation operation. A merging operation, in which a user merges a contribution into a repository via a pull request, is considered a pull request-related action operation. To address research questions 2 and 3, we started with 880 Java projects from GitHub, each having 4.5 to 5.5 years of development and at least 100 forkies. Those projects were associated with more than 5 million events, including user action, observation and fork creation operations. Since we were interested in development traces performed by certain users on certain projects, we filtered out occasional interactions of users with projects, namely traces of length 1. We remained with more than 3.6 million events associated with the original 880 projects. The data was analyzed using a 3-step procedure. In the first step, an event log was generated including information on the projects, users and operations. Then, we used process mining to identify variants of traces. About 3,400 variants with more than one occurrence have been identified, half of which included at least one forking operation. For each relevant variant, we recorded the occurrence information, the variant characteristics, the prefix trace before the first forking operation, and the suffix trace after the forking operation. Finally, we used a multi-nominal model, where the fork type was the dependent variable and all other features were independent variables in the same model. Our findings suggest that contributing fork creation commonly starts user traces or occurs after pull request actions. Independently developed forks, on the other hand, are commonly created immediately after repository observation operations or subsequently after commit actions. Moreover, contributing fork creation commonly occurs immediately or eventually after pull request actions. Independently developed forks are commonly created at the end of traces, in other words, the users stop observing or acting on the forked projects. Are you interested in the implications of those findings and what can be further researched in this direction? Please visit our paper or contact us.